common practices of Islamic finance and banking came into existence along the foundation of Islam. However, the establishment of formal Islamic finance occurred only in the 20th century. Hello and welcome to Islamic Finance Weekly. I am Rahma Sayyid Muhammad. Let us recap some key developmental stories for July 2024. We commence with the story that Jaiz Bank is set to increase its capital base to 70 billion naira by the end of 2024. This was as the bank restated its commitment to becoming the Islamic banking center in Africa. This disclosure was made by the chairman of the board of directors, Mustafa bin Tubi, during a send-off ceremony held in Abuja for the 11 retired board members, including the bank's pioneer chairman, Alhaji Umar Abdul Muttalab. Jaiz Bank, operating since 2012, is a pioneering non-interest bank in Nigeria. It provides ethical services to individuals, corporations, and government entities. Non-interest banks borrowed 52.31 billion naira from the Central Bank of Nigeria through the Funding for Liquidity Facility. This is according to the 2023 Annual Activity Report of the Financial Markets Department of the Central Bank of Nigeria. The amount borrowed in 2023 is 37% higher than the 38.19 billion naira borrowed from the Apex Bank the previous year. It was disclosed that the CBN got an administrative fee of 0.001 billion naira on the total amount borrowed. The report read, Funding for Liquidity Facility is a liquidity facility for non-interest banks with temporary liquidity shortages to access funding from the bank overnight, to be terminated the next business day. Authorized NIFIs are to provide eligible securities to the bank as collateral for the facility. Alternative Bank, Nigeria's leading non-interest financial institution, is set to reshape the banking landscape with its upcoming customer forum in Ilorin, Kwara State, on the theme of banking differently. This event follows the success of previous forums in Abuja and Kaduna, where the bank engaged in direct dialogue with customers and collated live feedback to shape its product and service offerings. Executive Director of Retail South, Korede Demola Adeni, affirmed banking differently means putting our customers at the center of everything we do. It is about leveraging technology, ethical principles, and personalized service to create an unparalleled banking experience. The Customer Forum is one of the many we connect with our customers, listen to their needs, and ensure our services exceed their expectations. Islamic Finance Weekly will go on a break, and when we return, we'll bring you more updates. Welcome back. Here is the Fact Box segment. According to Standards & Poor's, the global Sukuk issuances for half-year 2024 reached $91.9 billion, up slightly from last year's $91.3 billion. The agency stated that it also maintains its global Sukuk issuance forecast at about $160 billion to $170 billion, following the market's good performance during the first half of 2024. Egypt announced expanding the Takaful and Karama cash transfer program to include an additional 73,000 families. This expansion brings the total beneficiaries to approximately 21 million citizens, representing 5.2 million families. The decision aligns with President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's directives to prioritize social protection and ensure vulnerable segments of society have access to financial assistance, with a budget allocation of EGP 41 billion for the current fiscal year. The program is a key component of the government's strategy to alleviate poverty and promote social inclusion. The Ministry of Social Solidarity has established an operations room to monitor and coordinate the distribution of cash support. Collaboration with governors, Social Solidarity Directorate, and the Egyptian Red Crescent will ensure timely and efficient access for funds for all beneficiaries. Beneficiaries can withdraw cash from any ATM nationwide or utilize their funds for electronic payment and government transactions. Launched in 2015 with World Bank support, the Takaful and Karama program translates to solidarity and dignity. The Arab-Africa Trade Bridges Program announces the successful conclusion of its fourth Board of Governors meetings, held alongside with the Tunisia-Africa Business Meeting from 2nd July 2024 in Tunis, Tunisia. This event marks a milestone in advancing trade, economic cooperation, and regional integration between Africa and the Arab world. The 11th Executive Committee meeting, which was held on 1st July, featured high-level sessions focused on areas such as agriculture sustainability, food security, and the economic empowerment of Arab and African nations. The meeting drew participation from key stakeholders and representatives of member institutions, including the African Export-Import Bank, the Islamic Development Bank, the International Islamic Trade Finance Corporation, Islamic Corporation for Investment and Export Credit, Islamic for the Development of the Private Sector, and Arab Bank for Economic Development in Africa. At the global scene, international rating agency Moody's reaffirmed the Islamic Development Bank's credit rating at AAA with a stable outlook. The short-term issuer rating remains at Prime 1, the highest level. The affirmation reflects Moody's expectation that ISDB will maintain a robust capital position and strong asset performance supported by its solid liquidity, low funding costs, and its prominent role as a consistent issuer of highly rated benchmark-sized sukuk in the global capital markets. ISDB's strong credit profile is bolstered by member country support, evidenced by a series of general capital increases and a recent special capital increase. Consequently, ISDB's leverage ratio is anticipated to stay well below the median for AAA-rated multilateral development banks. Moody's has rated ISDB AAA since 2006. The Banco Centro NG Filipinas approved the application of two lenders to provide Islamic banking services in the Philippines. BSP Deputy Governor Chuchi Funashia said in an interview the BSP approved the application of the two banks, including Maybank Philippines. Funashia said these banks would not be full Islamic banks but would have Islamic banking window. When you say Islamic banking window, it could be a dedicated branch offering Islamic banking products and services, Funashia said. The BSP has yet to identify the other bank. Funashia said the Islamic banking services of the two lenders were expected to be operational soon. Two Islamic banks are already operating in the country, including Card Bank Inc. and Amana Islamic Bank. Well, that'll be all on Islamic Finance Weekly today. Don't forget to keep it to date with us next week on the program. Follow us on all our social media platforms displayed on the screen. Thank you for watching, and I am Rahma Say Muhammad.